Do you know you can die from just low muscle strength? Hitting the gym regularly, eating protein shakes, and still getting weaker. Here is something that might genuinely surprise you. A large-scale study analyzing health data from over 11,000 adults found that low muscle strength was an independent predictor of early death, even after accounting for body weight, cardiovascular fitness, and every other established risk marker they tested. Not disease or obesity, just weakness itself was the risk factor. And the striking part? Most of the people with low strength did not feel particularly weak. They were simply losing it gradually and invisibly through a set of ordinary daily habits. They had never once connected to their decline. Today, we are walking through the 5 most common of those habits that are causing you to lose strength and exactly what to do about each one. Let's get into it. 1. The protein gap mistake. If there is one nutritional oversight that quietly weakens more bodies than any other, it is not eating enough protein. And this is not just for athletes or gym goers. It matters for every single person watching this. Protein is the raw material your body uses to build, maintain, and repair every muscle you have. It is also required for the enzymes driving your metabolism, the immune cells protecting you from illness, and the neurotransmitters influencing your mood and focus. When you consistently undereat it, your body does not send a warning. It borrows protein from somewhere else, and that somewhere else is your own muscle tissue. This happens silently over months and years. The result is a body that is progressively weaker, metabolically slower, and less resilient than it should be. In 2026, nutrition researchers are challenging the old standard protein recommendations, pointing out that the widely cited 0.8 grams per kilogram per day represents a bare minimum for basic survival, not an adequate intake for real health. And here is the detail that changes the picture entirely. After 50, your muscles develop something called anabolic resistance, meaning they respond less efficiently to the protein you eat. A 25-year-old needs roughly 20 grams of protein per meal to trigger muscle protein synthesis. A 65-year-old may need 35 to 40 grams to achieve the exact same response. Same food, weaker signal. That gap is why so many older adults feel like they are doing everything right and still losing ground. The current research consensus sits at 1.2 to 1.6 grams per kilogram of body weight per day for active adults. Make a quality protein source the anchor of every meal. Eggs, chicken, fish, Greek yogurt, lentils, cottage cheese. That single shift makes a noticeable difference faster than most people expect. 2. The all-day sitting trap. Here is something that surprises people when they truly understand it. The amount of time you spend sitting each day is directly and measurably affecting your physical strength, completely independently of whether you exercise. You can go to the gym in the morning and still be losing meaningful capacity if you spend the rest of the day seated without movement. When you sit for extended periods, the large muscles of your hips and legs switch off almost entirely. Your hip flexors shorten and tighten. Your glutes, among the most important stabilizing muscles in your entire body, become progressively weaker from sustained underactivation. Your posture deteriorates, blood flow to your lower limbs slows, and your metabolic rate drops in ways that compound the damage across every sitting hour. In 2026, movement health researchers are highlighting what they call the quiet erosion of functional strength in desk workers, including those who exercise regularly. And the mechanism is more extreme than most people realize. Bed rest studies show that healthy young adults lose 1 to 2% of leg muscle mass per day of complete immobility. Obviously, sitting is not bed rest, but the underlying principle is the same. Extended stillness tells the body there is no demand for strength, and the body responds by reducing it. The fix is simple. Break your sitting every 45 to 60 minutes with 2 to 5 minutes of Movement. Stand, walk briefly, do a few squats or hip hinges. It reactivates the muscle. Groups that prolong sitting progressively shuts down. Consistency is what matters most, not the intensity. 3. The sleep is optional oversight. Most people know sleep matters. Very few connect it specifically to their physical strength. And the mechanism is far more direct than most people realize. The majority of your muscle repair does not happen during your workout. It happens while you sleep. Growth hormone, the primary hormone responsible for rebuilding and maintaining muscle tissue throughout your entire life, is released almost entirely during deep sleep. When sleep is consistently cut short or fragmented, that hormonal signal is reduced. Your body is simply not getting what it needs to repair the daily muscle damage that training creates. The workout creates the stimulus. Sleep is where the adaptation actually happens. On top of that, and this is the part most people completely miss, poor sleep chronically elevates cortisol, and sustained cortisol does not just suppress anabolic hormones. It actively breaks down muscle tissue as an energy source. You are working against yourself without knowing it. Research confirms that even a single night of poor sleep reduces testosterone by up to 24% while simultaneously spiking cortisol by 21%. One night. Those are not subtle hormonal shifts. They are the difference between a body that is building and a body that is dismantling. In 2026, sports scientists and longevity researchers are ranking sleep optimization as one of the highest impact physical strength interventions available, ahead of many training and nutrition variables that people obsess over. 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep is not a luxury. It is the foundation everything else is built on. 4. The cardio-only gap. This mistake affects two groups almost equally. Those who do plenty of cardiovascular exercise but never include resistance work, and those who are generally active but have no structured strength training in their routine. Cardiovascular exercise is genuinely wonderful for your heart, your mood, and your metabolic health, but it does not address the specific and progressive loss of muscle mass that begins in your 30s and accelerates meaningfully after 50. These are two different biological problems requiring two different solutions. Researchers call this sarcopenia, and in 2026, it is one of the most intensively studied areas in all of aging medicine. The numbers are stark. Adults lose 3 to 5% of muscle mass per decade from their 30s onward without resistance training. After 60, that rate doubles. By 75, it can reach 1 to 2% per year, turning a gradual slide into a steep, compounding cliff. The downstream effects go far beyond physical strength. Reduced metabolic rate, weaker bones, impaired insulin sensitivity, gradually reduced physical independence, and increased all-cause mortality. The data on that link is now overwhelming. The encouraging finding, and this is genuinely good news, is that sarcopenia is highly preventable and partially reversible at any age. Squats, lunges, push-ups, and hip hinges, done with good form just 2 to 3 times per week, are enough to meaningfully slow this process and protect your physical capability for decades to come. You do not need a gym, membership, or an elaborate program. You need consistent mechanical load on your muscles regularly enough that your body keeps receiving the signal to maintain what it has. 5. The mild thirst weakness. This is the one that surprises people most, simply because it is so easy to overlook and so consistently underestimated as a direct factor in physical strength. A significant proportion of people are mildly dehydrated on most days without realizing it, and that quiet, chronic dehydration is having a measurable and direct effect on their physical output every single day. Your muscles are approximately 75% water. They require adequate hydration to contract efficiently and to carry out the repair and protein synthesis that makes them stronger between sessions. Research published in the journal Sports Medicine found that dehydration of as little as 2% of body weight produces measurable reductions in muscular strength, endurance, and coordination. For an average adult, that is a surprisingly small amount of fluid loss, easily reached by mid-morning without deliberate rehydration. So by the time most people sit down at their desks, their muscles are already compromised. And here is the detail that makes this even more important. By the time thirst arrives, performance has already been compromised. Thirst is a lag indicator, not an early warning system. Most people are operating below their physical potential every single day without a single obvious symptom pointing to the cause. Start every morning with a large glass of water before coffee. Keep a visible water bottle at your workspace. Add electrolytes, sodium, potassium, and magnesium, because without them, water stays in your bloodstream instead of reaching the muscle cells that need it. And use urine color as your daily guide, aiming for pale yellow consistently. 3 simple habits that protect your physical strength in ways most people dramatically and consistently underestimate. So there you have it, the top 5 mistakes quietly weakening your body without you knowing: the protein gap, the all-day sitting trap, treating sleep as optional, relying on cardio alone, and overlooking mild chronic dehydration. None of these need complicated solutions. They need awareness and small, consistent daily changes that compound over time into a noticeably stronger and more resilient body. If this video helped you connect some important dots, give it a like, share it with someone who could benefit, and subscribe for more practical health content every week. Drop a comment below and let me know which of these 5 mistakes you think has been affecting you most. I will see you in the next one.